So we are underway with the next game, and I was not expecting this matchup.
Yeah, this is one hell of a matchup, man. The casters, we have screen connection from both sides. This is actually going to be a mirror matchup. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I have not seen this build from Manjuu. This is going to be very interesting. It looks like a Warlock rogue deck.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this correct? I've never seen a Murloc rogue deck.
Never have I.
Ooh, this is gonna be very interesting.
I do believe so as well, but yeah, I'm actually gonna have to wait and see how this is actually gonna pan out. But yeah, there we go, the game.
So Murloc deck, the Murloc components work a little bit in synergy with Rogue because the main problem of the normal Murloc, the Murloc with Warlock combo is their lack of removals for certain threats. So with stuff like Shadow Step, with stuff like Eviscerate, with stuff like comboing into Scrub or into SI7 Agent, gives the Murlocs breathing room. It gives them a chance to start clearing a path for them, as it were. And there's a lot of removal to stop anything that's blocking the Murloc. So we can see now a couple of those options in the hand of Manjuu. So he can start putting down the Murlocs and Scrubs without having much fear because he has a lot of removal on his hands.
Yep, I guess that's kind of fair to say. And we have Eviscerate being played here. It's probably gonna go to the face of Manjuu. Of course, it's a rogue mirror matchup here, and Manjuu's second deck as well. It's Wensushi's first class, so if Manjuu loses here, he's gonna be out of this series, and Wensushi's gonna have to will actually be the saving grace here for ManaSurge. But we're looking at Manjuu's turn right now. He will play a Murloc Tidehunter, and I kind of like analysis there because Murloc just generally need a little bit more synergy going to them, but without the ability to play them well, you generally cannot clear the board, you generally cannot get all your Murlocs out, and comboing very nicely with the Rogue, I would find this to be pretty scary. But Sushi, I don't think he knows what he's doing with here.
So he decided to play Leroy with Cold Blood. And he's going for all-out face. Interesting.
Yeah, he is going for all-out face, which is actually pretty scary here because we're seeing Manjuu down to just about 12 health here, and we all know that his rogue probably not gonna have enough, taunters in his deck. It is just a straight-out aggro versus aggro kind of situation. He can SI Agent Arcane Golem here, but that's gonna deal only 2 + 4, 6 damage at tops, and with the amount of board control he have, maximum I think about just 11 damage, means that Wensushi is gonna be down to just about 9. And with the Shadow Step in the hand of Sushi, we're looking at the Rogue dealing 12 damage, the Sushi Rogue dealing 12 damage next turn. So unless he sets up a ton, this guy's dead, man.
Yeah, so it's missing the one card from the Warlock synergy that could have saved him right now, which is the Void Taunter. So if he had that one card, it could have stopped Leroy, and it couldn't have put him in the situation where Sushi is basically going for the kills. So it's pretty much over right now.
Yep.
And there we go. Very turn 6 ending.
It is very, very sad to have double Shadow Step again with Leroy Jenkins. This is generally the play you don't want to be facing, but Sushi just ends this series in just about 4 minutes here. This game in 4 minutes. Wow. Any thoughts in the mirror Rogue matchup there that we had?
That was a big risk going with Murloc Rogue. The fact that neither of us have heard of it, and the synergy is a little not as good as Warlock. The taunt could have saved him, as I said earlier, and we could see right there it could not deal with just straight out smart removal at the start, using Eviscerate to clear out Scrub, going for big clears in the beginning to set up Leroy as a straight charger to the face. So he had great cards in hand. He had Leroy, he had Cold Blood, he had double side Shadow Steps to complete that big play of his. That he probably had that calculated a few turns in advance, so that worked out very well for him. And Manjuu risking it with an experimental build didn't work so much.
Yeah, exactly. It just didn't pay off there. But that said, we have this particular day coming to a close here, and Manjuu did lose the rogue, or rather, Rachel Kirie Fanboys there did lose the rogue, and man, they are just down to about 4 class, and this last 4 class, it's gonna be the Hunter, the Druid, the Priest, the Paladin, up against ManaSurge, a remaining arsenal of heroes, all of which still look very good and strong, plus the fact they got one hell of a sushi blocking the road to victory here. ManaSurge is just looking for 4 extra victory before they win this standoff, and Rachel Kirie Fanboy is gonna have to do a bit of a reverse kill situation with 6 wins before they can win this standoff. So that's it. Well, I believe we are actually pretty satisfied with what we see today, aren't we?
Yes, that was a great series of matches. So we predicted early on that aggro might make an appearance, a very strong first appearance, because there's not much risk to it. Because if you get lucky and play against the class that it's strong against, which we saw exactly in the very first game, Hunter versus Shaman, it could snowball into a big advantage, and we saw that also again with Hunter taking 2 early wins, and countered only by a strong mage aggro deck from the side of RKF, and then turning it around in their favor. So, and then going on their own run with that mage. So it's been a very interesting matchup for those early games.
Yeah, that's it. That's gonna be 2-4, and I'm just amazed that this is the way it is. But yeah, Rogue is just too strong in the hands